Hi, writer friends. I want to share with you a process you can turn to anytime you feel blocked. This process uses tarot cards or oracle cards, but you don't need to know anything about the tarot. And this technique will help you stay connected with yourself through the writing process rather than letting your inner critic get the best of you. I'm Meg Heyertz. I'm the author of Tarot for Beginners and the founder of Creative Momentum, where we help writers free their creative voice, nourish their writing practice, and finish their project. And I'm happy we're connecting here. So go ahead and grab your tarot cards if you have some. Otherwise, you can navigate to the link in the description that will pull a card for you. And let's get started. Step 1, ground your awareness. Slowing down saves us so much time. So take your grounding practice seriously. You can light a candle, but also have fun. You can light a candle if you like, do some meditation, or at the very least, just close your eyes or soften your gaze and take 3 deep breaths, feeling your feet on the floor or your connection to the earth. Step 2, write down your challenge. An example might be, I feel unmotivated. Step 3, pull a card to learn about your challenge. For the purpose of this exercise, we're not pulling a card for a solution to our challenge. This is really important. We're pulling a card that describes or evokes the nature of our challenge so we can get to know it and chat with it like a friend and listen to what it's trying to tell us. So, for example, if I'm feeling unmotivated, I'm going to ask the cards, why am I feeling unmotivated? What can I learn from this feeling? Give your cards a shuffle, cut the deck, the bottom stack on top, and pull the first card. Oh, we got the sun. Step 4, listen to the card. And the way we're going to start is by not looking up the meaning. I know it's hard, but please don't intellectually analyze the card. The most effective thing you can do is pay attention to the sensations in your body. Are you feeling resistance in your stomach? Are you feeling sadness in your chest? Are you feeling relief in your spine? Just notice the sensations in your body. Which details of the image in the card are making you feel this way? Is it the landscape, the body language, the color palette? Is a memory coming up for you? What happens if you move your body into the position of a figure in the card? Like if you're a fool, just go ahead and leap. If you've pulled the Fool card, not if you are a fool. And once you've experienced that card directly, then you can take a look at the definition if you want to. Step 5, articulate the challenge. Now that the card has evoked some feelings, a memory, use whatever came up to help you describe your challenge. For example, let's say my challenge is that I feel unmotivated, and let's say I've pulled the Moon card. When I enter this card in my imagination, the wolf and the dog howling at the moon evoke in me a feeling of my own wildness, perhaps. So now I'm asking myself how wildness relates to my challenge of feeling unmotivated. And maybe I realize that when I write, the wild part of me feels shut down, and that's what's making me feel unmotivated. Ask yourself how your initial impressions of the card actually help you describe your challenge or see new facets of your challenge. And again, we're not finding a solution right now. We're just describing the challenge with the richness of these images and feelings and memories that have perhaps come up as you just listened to the card. Step 6, turn your challenge into content. In our example with the moon card, I've articulated that my challenge is that the wild part of me feels shut down. That's an interesting challenge. To me, it implies a protagonist who is feeling shut down in some way in their life and is navigating feeling shut down and learning to express their wildness or relearning to express their wildness. And no matter how different my protagonist and I might be, we still have the same emotional or relational or spiritual challenges. Because when we're writing about something, we're exploring it on all levels of our life, in our hearts, in our minds, in our relationships, and on the page in the way we relate to our creative blocks. The challenges we experience in our process are harmonics of the challenges we're exploring in our life and within our creative work. And if we overlook the challenges and try to breeze past them, we're overlooking a wealth of knowledge and inspiration. If we try to hack the journey we're on, there's no journey to write about. And not because we've arrived at an answer, but because we're just frantically pushing away our own life. Whatever challenge you've articulated, it is interesting and it is relatable. There are readers out there who want to be accompanied through a similar challenge. So, brainstorm ways in which the challenge you've articulated is also a key tension between characters or a key tension driving a scene or an essay or a poem. The possibilities are endless. The important thing is that you see your challenge as valid and that you let it speak to you and that you explore it in some shape or form within your writing. And that's the Creative Momentum 6-step process for melting writer's block. Have fun writing. I know this technique can feel a bit awkward at first, but just keep in mind that depicting a challenge naturally moves us through that challenge into a new perspective. And the product of going through that process is a relatable and relevant piece of writing that has a strong arc and accompanies your reader through their scary, challenging, exquisite life. And in my opinion, this 6-step process is a lot more pleasant than believing our inner critic when it tells us to stop writing. So keep at it, and soon you will easily recognize your creative blocks as inspiration itself. And if you're looking for more inspiration, I offer group tarot readings and writing workshops that support you to free your creative voice, nourish your fulfilling writing practice, and complete your project. So if you're curious about our programs or our magical co-working membership, come on over to creativemomentum.art. And until next time, I wish you happy writing.